And as Missourians head to the polls, a race right here for the Missouri 1st is being closely watched nationwide. Former Congresswoman Cori Bush is trying to win back her old seat from incumbent lawmaker Wesley Bell. Days before the primary, former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi joined Wesley Bell at a campaign event in Ferguson. Cori Bush's campaign criticized that move, saying Bell only asked national Democratic leaders to make his case for re-election, not to highlight the need for federal tornado relief in North St. Louis. Bell has painted Bush as a combative lawmaker who can't cooperate with her own party. Bush, meanwhile, has criticized Bell for being supported by AIPAC, a pro-Israel lobbying group.
Now there is a larger share, I don't know if it's a majority, but a larger share of Democratic primary voters that see that support as baggage. And so Cori Bush is trying to make this race all about that. And she's trying to paint Wesley Bell as closer to President Trump and someone who Democrats can't trust. Wesley Bell is trying to say he's got more experience, he's more composed, he shows up to work, he's someone who can bridge the divide and negotiate and cut a better deal for St. Louis.
Both Wesley Bell and Cori Bush have faced a bit of legal trouble this campaign season. Bell was recently named in a lawsuit after a contentious 2025 town hall ended, with several protesters being forcefully removed. Meanwhile, Bush's use of tornado relief donations is being investigated by the state's Republican Attorney General.
6 minutes after the hour here, and today voters in St. Louis County will not only decide some key races, they will also weigh in on a new internet sales tax. So if this is approved, Proposition U would put a 3.5% tax on items bought online. That means you'd pay an extra $17 for a $500 item. Council members say the extra revenue will help get the county out of its budget deficit.
Even if we was to use all the NFL money, it's only going to get us through maybe next year. Then we're going to be crossing our fingers again in November, because we'll put it right back on the ballot in November to see if we can get it to come across.
If it doesn't pass today, the council will say it will be back on the ballot in November.
And of course, early voting for the Missouri primary election wrapped up last night at 5 p.m. Election officials are expecting the highest turnout for a primary since 2004. Part of that is driven by statewide amendments that are on the ballot. Missouri Secretary of State Denny Hoskins expects more than 1 million voters to vote. That is roughly 32% of the registered voter population. Early voting is up across St. Louis City and County, and St. Charles County Election Director Kurt Baer says their early numbers point to a 40% turnout.
Anytime there's a big ballot measure, whether it's the initiative petition or something from the legislature like Amendments 4 and 5 are, with the August primary, we see that there's definitely an increase in voter turnout. The other thing that we've noticed is a number of people who are asking for the nonpartisan ballot, which doesn't have any candidates on it. It only has those ballot measures.
In St. Charles County, you got to go to your assigned polling place to vote. But in St. Louis City and St. Louis County, you can go to any official polling place.
Before you head to the polls today, check out our voter guide. On KSDK.com, we've got all the information you need to know about how to vote, along with the candidates and issues on your ballot. Just text the word guide to 314-425-5355 and we'll send you a link.
Once the polls close tonight at 7, you can join us on our streaming app for extended coverage of the Missouri primary. Ann Allred and Mark Maxwell will have all the latest results, reaction, and analysis. Kelly and Mike will continue our coverage on 5 on Your Side at 10, and be sure to join us tomorrow morning right here on Today in St. Louis for a full recap.